I'm Wendy Nuss. I am a contemporary artist and I have been teaching art or hosting art workshops for adults and for kids since 2019. I am very excited about this new project because this means I'm going to do it online as well. And recently I became a certified art therapist, which is really cool. And I also work in that field for a while now. So the workshops I'm going to present to you is a combination of art therapy and just for fun workshops. So the main goal about my workshops is not how to make the perfect realistic drawing. It's not about how to make the perfect sculpture. Most of my workshops, they're actually always based on a subject, so a theme or an artist or an artwork. And you will notice that they will serve as an inspiration. They won't serve as the base for the work that we're going to create. I do that for a reason because I don't want you to reproduce. I want you to create and inspire your own ideas. So you actually will never have an example. Not from me, not from anyone else. I think it's important that you learn a certain technique before starting. I will share that one with you, but I definitely won't give any examples because it's really not about reproducing something that someone else created to learn something. It's really about you creating your own conversation and expression. And then the second part of it is in the assignment is that you will get a restriction. And this is the blockage, and you will notice it's kind of like, it always feels in life like that as well, like some idea pops up and then there's like something blocking that idea, and you kind of like, you go like, oh, can I go over it, can I go under it, can I like pass behind it, like how should I do this? And the moment, and this is actually the fun part of it, it's very hard sometimes, and sometimes I see my students really go like, oh my gosh, like I don't know how to do this. Why is this happening? In that moment, please feel free to send me a message and most likely I will deblock you. But like, it's really that moment in which you're kind of like learning something really new and really challenging your own thoughts. And that's based on Pavlov with the conditioned mind. And to really break the structure of thinking or habit that you're in and like really go around it and learn something vital and new. And this you can also adapt into your own life after that. And then you will see at the moment that you go like over that blockage and you like deblock yourself, that's when the whole manifestation plays on the canvas. I use the word canvas because it can be like anything, but like the form that you're kind of working in. I know it sounds fake. But like when you see that happening, it's like this moment that you understand you are the creator of everything you see in front of you. And it's like you become to this realization that the whole universe is kind of in your hands and you're like playing with it. And when you start, that's the moment in which you're kind of like, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, if I'm doing good, no. But then like when you kind of like flow and do it more on regular basis, that's the moment when you go like, oh, this is amazing. This is really cool. Like I can do this on purpose. I can create this accident on purpose. I can literally play with all these forms and colors and like objects and obstacles, and like I can work with them. I can actually have fun with them. And that's what I'm trying to teach you. I'm trying to teach you how to get inspired, how to get like, how to be creative in that environment and how to enjoy it the fullest. And then how to like expand from it and become bigger and more confident and more stronger, and like a flower that's kind of like blooming and goes like, oh, this is so amazing, I can see the sun and like everything is fantastic. That is really the point that I want to guide you through. I know that sounds very intense. It's almost like a manifesting course instead of like a anyway. For people who have like a antipathy to the word manifestation, Anyway, don't just like scrub it. But yeah, it's kind of like this creation, this movement, this inspiration, this like yeah, going forward. And this is this quote that just pops in my mind, and I think it's of Marina Abramovic, and she says like, if as an artist, if you're lucky enough to create one art piece in your life that is magical, you're like, you have hit the jackpot. And what I realize in my work is like, yeah, I am just documenting that journey, and maybe I am the artist, or I am that art piece that is that one special work. So maybe you can be that too. So instead of seeing your art piece as the work that needs to be fabulous and amazing and exponential, maybe it's you that you're creating. And I really like this game inside of my mind. And that's why I'm sharing this quote with you. So this is then after it, it's the hardest one. It's not to judge your own work, because even and I have been a professional and art student for the last 10 years. I've been like really making art with a conscious base, let's say it like that. Like even every single time when I finish a work, I kind of go like, is it good? Should it, like, maybe, like, can I, like, how? But it's as crazy to just, like, you shouldn't do that. You should just notice it, and then the day after you can look at it. Like, you, at the moment you're creating, at a certain point you get like, okay, now I'm done. I don't know how to, like, I can't go any other way anymore. It's finished. It's just the end of it. And then at that moment you're kind of like, is it like, you feel like you need to have judgment on it and say if it's good work or not, but you don't. You really, really don't, and you should never do that. You just need to put it on the side and let it be, and just leave it. And then a week or a day or a month or a year, and you go back to that work, and even if you thought at that moment like, this is horrible but I couldn't do better, you kind of go like, yeah, it was pretty damn good actually. And or maybe it's still horrible, but I learned from this work this and this and this. And I think that is really extraordinary. So for example, I'm going to show you my palette, because I painted last night, and like, it looks fantastic. And maybe you think it's not fantastic at all, but it's so different and so extraordinary, bizarre in a kind of way. And it has like all these, I don't know how far or how good you can see it, but it's all these little details inside of it. And it's just learning how to see the quality in stuff that you thought was actually trash. Yeah, that's beautiful, because that is the thing that is going to teach you how to create the other parts better, and how to be more conscious of the things that you are actually like consciously creating. And that sounds super fake, I'm completely aware of that. So anyway, this is what I'm going to teach you. I'm not going to teach you how to become the best realistic painter, or a specific skill or a specific style, but I am going to teach you how to be a creative person, and how to let that influence you as a person and grow from it and expand and become every day a little bit better at it. And maybe it's not just being better at art, but being better at being human. I kind of like that sentence. That sounds fun. Getting better at being human. Okay. So anyway, this is what my courses are about. I am super excited to share that with you.